Going to talk about Omid Scoby now,
whose
book Endgame has caused all sorts of royal ructions, as we know. The royal family are back together today for the first time since this race row erupted. But Omid Scoby's book is taking the world by storm. Here in Britain, it has dropped out of Amazon's top 100 list, and you won't believe how well it's doing in America. It's 235th.
Look at it, flying off the shelves and straight into the bargain bucket.
Yeah.
It is Omid Scoby's own Endgame.
Yeah. Well, this is because there's nothing in it. The only thing that was in it isn't supposed to be in it, which is the revelation that Charles and Kate were the people accused of racism about speculating about baby Archie's colour, the skin colour. Now, you know, we don't believe that story anyway, but that was the only revelation. Everything else was a rehash. If you rehash old news, you won't sell books. Omid. That's my name.
I still prefer my name.
We're very close. We're very close.
I still prefer my name for him.
What is it? COVID scabies?
COVID scabies. Come on, it's good.
It's good.
But you know, the thing is, I hope he was business-wise enough to serialise it somewhere, because basically every last detail from that book has been in some sort of newspaper online, which is for free.
Yeah, old news doesn't sell. New news sells, Omid, and that's why your book isn't selling at all. 139th it is in Britain and 235th in America.
But look who's beating it. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Britney Spears' biography, that's beating it. Matthew Perry's Chris Kamara's biography is beating it.
Chris Kamara. Now that I'm interested in. Chris Kamara's a great guy.
And Tom Kerridge's cookbook.
Tom Kerridge's cookbook, fresh from charging us about £1,000 for fish and chips in Harrods. You've got Mary Berry's cookbook, Rick Stein's got all of these books. Stickman, as you say, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, all of these way ahead of Endgame. So
Sticking with
bad news for the royal author, also bad news for members of the royal family, including Prince Harry, who, just like a dog with a bone, will not give up his case, in which he claims he has the right to police protection when he visits this country. He's lost this case already.
So he's making an appeal to challenge the Home Office decision that actually you're not a working royal, you live over in the United States, you're earning your own cash money now, you've got a 12-bedroom house, you seem to spend a lot of money on lawyers, and you can actually do a bit of work for a living, mate, rather than sign million-pound contracts of Netflix and fail to produce absolutely anything of value. But no, he's over here demanding that the British taxpayer pay his way to protect him. Do you know what I would say to Harry? Having worked alongside...
How long you got? You know what I'd say? Oh, no, sorry, it's a family show.
Yours would be over and done in a few seconds, I think. But, having worked with Farage for ages and ages and ages, he wasn't a minister, he wasn't an MP, he got no protection. And this man was one of the most, controversial politicians of a lifetime. And so he actually had to scrimp and save and, get anyone who could offer to throw a bit of cash his way to get some security, because there were people like Joe Brand threatening to throw battery acid in his face.
Alex, that is terrible.
He managed.
Yeah, but I would very much object to paying for Nigel Farage's
protection.
What I'm saying.
He managed.
The royal family, not so much. That's a state responsibility. But this guy, Harry, quit this country, quit royal duties, and you will be thrilled to know that the committee that sits in judgment on royal protection is called RAVEC, and that's the Executive Committee for the Protection of Royalty and Public Figures.
That doesn't even make sense as an acronym.
RAVEC.
That doesn't even make... How do you get Executive Committee for Protection of Royalty and Public Figures, ECPRP?
I just read it. I don't know.
And call that RAVEC?
Well, I mean, this guy's got to give this case up. And do you know what this is all about? These people like Harry, they've got nothing in their lives. The only thing that is in their lives is status. So they're obsessed with titles and the privileges they get. And he wants the status of being given police protection with armed coppers when he comes to this country, and he can't have it, and he's like a petulant child. He won't drop this bone. And this case is costing you folks, me, Alex, and all of you a lot of money.
We have to pay the lawyers, aren't we? Paying the lawyers. Thanks, Harry. Check in the post.